We're talking about how to sleep better today. Hi, my name's Christine L. Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. So, if you want to get happy and grow younger, consider joining us and subscribe, and please hit the bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. So, hi, how are you? It's great to be back, and I have some good news before we talk about how to get better sleep. Charlotte's home. She's here out of hospital, and we're taking care of her here for a short time until she gets back on her feet properly. She's eating and slowly moving around, but today's a good day, and each day she seems to be getting a little bit better. Still no firm diagnosis, but they're all nasties that they're looking at. However, things have moved on a little bit in as much as we could actually scrape through this by the skin of our teeth and she'd be fine. Now, she's having some treatment, and we'll probably know in about 2 weeks' time whether or not this treatment's working. And if it is, then we're home and dry. So can I ask you to keep your positive energy and your prayers coming our way, because I really do believe it's working. Now, that's why we're here in this environment and not filming where I usually film, because Charlotte's moved in, as I say, and we needed to do a little bit of rejigging. So we're here temporarily, so welcome to this space. Now then, my mother used to say that you can cope with almost anything if you've had a good night's sleep. And I have to say, I tend to agree with her. And of course, over the last 6 weeks or so, I've struggled a little bit to sleep a few nights for one reason or another, but I'm not on my own. You know, evidence is suggesting that there are huge numbers of us who are not getting the sleep that we need. Now, they reckon that the average for our age group, so from 50, I think up to 65, and then it changes a little bit. But we're meant to be getting an average of between 7 and 9. So an average of 8 hours sleep a night is what we should be aiming for. But obviously everyone's different, so it could be 7 hours you need or 9 hours. But anyway, on average, we're only getting 6 hours. Now, the costs to us, to our health, of not getting enough sleep are very high. But also the benefits of getting enough sleep are very high. I don't want to go too much into that today, because today I just want to give you some tips, if you like, on how to sleep better. I am not a sleep expert. These things that I'm talking about today are things that I've been trying and that are working for me, and I wanted to share them with you. I'm going to do a little bit of a series on sleep, because I think if we're going to talk about increasing our happiness levels, first of all, we need to learn how to get a good night's sleep before we can do anything else. Okay, so first of all, very simple, have a warm bath before you go to bed. You might know that. Do you actually do it? Or a warm shower, but an hour before you go to bed. Okay, so if you get into a routine of doing this, and then an hour later you go to bed to sleep, eventually your body starts to think, warm bath or warm shower, this must mean we're winding down a little bit. It's all about getting a routine to get your body into this, knowing that now the day's coming to an end and you need to sleep. Okay, so that's the first thing. Try not to watch TV once you've done that. I know lots of people like to watch, television and go to bed when their favourite program's finished. Try not to do that. Stop watching television, not least because if you're watching anything taxing that's made your brain, like the news, for example, that's a whole nother video, you're going to be worked up or worried or excited or excitable. Don't watch any crime dramas just before you go to bed. Those kind of things, try to stop watching an hour before you go to bed. Have a warm bath. Okay, you've got that so far. Check the environment in your bedroom and get rid of all digital screens. anything that emits a blue light, because the blue light is said to suppress melatonin, and melatonin is a sleep-inducing hormone. Okay, we know this. Actual factual, we know this. So if you tend to use your mobile phone, for example, as an alarm to wake you up in the morning, try not to do it, or try to turn your phone so that it's facing away from you, or hide it in a drawer but turn it up full so that you can hear it. Just try to get rid of the blue lights if you can do that. Move your clock. If you don't use a mobile phone, you use a clock, move it away from you so that you're not constantly clock watching the whole time. Oh, I'm not asleep yet. I've been awake an hour and I'm still not asleep. You see what I mean? I'm sure some of you do that. So move your clock out of the way. That's those things. Now then, something that's really been working for me recently, again, such a simple thing, sleep in total darkness. Now, when my children were small, we used to sleep, we left the whole light on for them all. And they've been long gone, and for some reason that stayed. The whole light stays on. I don't even know why. And so there's always kind of a shaft of light coming either under the door, or if the door isn't closed properly, through into the bedroom. I turn the light off and shut the door, and I swear I'm getting a sounder sleep, or a better quality of sleep. I seem to be sleeping deeper. Now, I'm sure there's a scientific reason behind this, and I'm going to look at it. And as I say, we're going to do a series on it. But for now, that's really working for me. It's one that's really working for me. Now, they say that you need to keep your room at a temperature of between 60 and 70 degrees. That's the temperature that's meant to help you get the best sleep. It's quite cool, actually, that, I think. But obviously, if you're tucked up warm in bed, that really doesn't matter. So, room 60 to 70 degrees, but your feet need to be warm. So, I don't know, get yourself some funky, sexy bed socks, or a hot water bottle, or something that's going to keep your feet warm. Room needs to be cool, your feet need to be kept warm, and that apparently helps you to sleep too. Now, the other thing that's been working for me is Andrew Weil's 4-7-8 method. Dr. Andrew Weil is probably best known for introducing the concept of integrative medicine, so combining the use of traditional alternative medicines. But he advocates this 4-7-8 method of breathing. So when you're lying in your bed in total darkness, you start to do this 4-7-8 method of breathing. You're meant to do it for 4 cycles. Well, as many cycles as you can, but honestly, when I've done this, then I wake up in the morning thinking to myself, oh, how many cycles did I get to do? Because it sends me to sleep. Now, I think it's possibly something to do with eliminating what I call stinking thinking, and we're going to be talking about that later too. I call it thinging in Silver Linings. You know, when you go to bed, if you've got anything on your mind at all, it's magnified at night time, and your brain keeps whirring with all of these thoughts and you can't go to sleep. As I say, we're going to be talking about this, but I think this 4-7-8 method, because you have to focus on your breathing in order to do it, that's what it does. Because you're doing that, you're not having negative thoughts, and so that helps you to sleep. So I'll tell you how to do it first, and then I'll demonstrate it. And of course, I'll only demonstrate it once, because you can always replay the vid. To do it again if you like. First of all, you've got to place the tip of your tongue on the back of behind your front teeth. You know, on that like a little lumpy tissue just behind your teeth. Your tongue stays there the whole time, all the way through the exercise. Okay, so all you're going to do is mouth closed, tongue behind the front of your teeth, breathe in through your nose, and you're going to do that 4 times. Breathe in for a count of 4. Then you're going to hold your breath for a count of 7. And then you're going to exhale. But when you exhale, still with your tongue at the back of the teeth, you're going to blow out like this. So you get that shh sound. And you're going to exhale for a count of 8. So it's in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. Okay, you ready? I'll demonstrate it. Tongue at the back of the teeth. Here we go. Okay? Now, if you have asthma or trouble with your breathing, or you can't hold your breath for 7 seconds, then obviously adapt this to suit you. Also, if you suffer from insomnia or chronic insomnia, then you really need to see your GP or your health care giver, because they can help you. These exercises that I'm giving you here are for those of us who generally sleep okay, but could do with sleeping a little bit longer or getting to sleep a little bit faster. Then these are things that I've been doing over this last 6 weeks that have helped me. Try one or two of them, try them all, but I'd really like you to try them and see if they work for you, because as I said, they have worked for me. If you have any tips or tricks or anything that you do yourself that help you to go to sleep or stay asleep as long as you need to, then please leave it in the comments below so that we can all share from that. That would be great. So that's it for today. As I say, I'm going to talk about sleep a little bit more, because I do believe if we are going to be happy, as I said, we need to get this sorted out. Having a good night's sleep, it's so important to us. Okay, so as I've said to you, please keep on with your positive messages and prayers. I really think they are working, and we are really grateful for it. And the minute we know anything definite about Charlotte, then I'll certainly be telling you. I'll be informing you about that. Thank you for watching. I read something, I can't remember, a YouTuber said this, and I thought, yeah, I agree with that totally. So I'm pinching it from him, and I can't remember who it was. But he says, please leave your comments. Your comments are my oxygen. I look forward to reading them. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.